As the 1948 war began, neighborhoods like Mamilla became a combat zone because of their location between Israeli and Jordanian forces. One of the first areas built outside the walls of the old city, Mamilla was once the commercial center of Jerusalem. The neighborhood is home to the Stern House, the building in which Theodore Herzl slept when he visited Jerusalem. After the ceasefire in 1949 and subsequent division of East and West Jerusalem, most of Mamilla fell under Israeli control, but the eastern part became a no man's land, with lots of barbed wire and concrete barricades between Israeli and Jordanian territory. The area essentially became a dead end of slums and car garages. As many of these photos will show, the living conditions there were almost unbearable. The no man's land in Jerusalem existed from 1949 to 1967. It divided the eastern and western parts of the city, leaving only a single crossing point, the Mandelbaum Gate. Landmines were everywhere, and the area was exposed to heavy gunfire. As a result of the hostile border, Mamilla in particular was one of several areas in Jerusalem to experience a sharp decline in economic and cultural standing. Many of its original residents have left, leaving the neighborhood open to families of new immigrants with many children. The no man's land also drastically affected the neighborhood's architecture. Many of these buildings had to adapt to the new circumstances in terms of the materials and architectural elements that were used. Instead of having wide windows, for example, these apartments had only narrow windows in order to protect against snipers. The buildings were also arranged in angular configurations designed to survive a possible tank assault. As a result, the architecture of the Mamilla neighborhood reflected a siege mentality that was present in the area during this time. Even today, despite extensive restoration and urban renewal projects, signs of the original no man's land are still visible. Jerusalem remained very much divided